Pitch black greeted me when I woke sometime in the early hours of the morning.
"Alex is awake, Maddie."
I heard the door creak, having not really heard Dalfoul's words. Someone was in the room? My room? I reached under the pillow to where I usually put my daggers, but I realized I'd been extremely tired. I had just undressed. Whoever this was, I wasn't going down without a fight. As a shadow crossed the light from the window, I could only make out it was a large male. As he got nearer, I prepared to pounce, the glint of a mirror catching the silvery light, illuminating a startled face. "Alex!" I spat. "What the hell are you doing?"
"I was looking for you. I had no idea where we were. I've been creeping around this crazy house for 5 minutes until I saw your boots at the door."
I reached up, grabbing his arm, tugging him into an awkward hug. "Thank God you're all right." I breathed in his scent, filled with sweat and blood, but I didn't pull away. I squeezed him gently until he finally hugged me back. When I felt like letting him go, he chuckled.
"Thanks. I needed that."
I patted the side of the blanket when I noticed he just hovered there. "Sit," I commanded. He edged closer to me and plopped down, his own clothes in tatters, so now all he wore were slacks that Shalise had probably dressed him with. Even in the dim light, I could see the muscles etched into his physique. I ached to touch him more, restraining myself, the hardest damn thing I'd ever done. "What happened?" I finally asked.
"You mean apart from the fact that I almost died?"
I nodded and moved to turn the nightlight on so I could see him properly.
"It seemed the people I was taking the information to weren't legitimate. They wanted it for the wrong reasons. They were going to use it to launch a war on the city of Trox after breeding season. I destroyed the info. I wouldn't let them have it."
"You risked your life to save the city?"
"I don't know about save it, but I didn't want innocent people to get hurt."
I leaned back into the pillows. "Do you remember coming here?" He shook his head, scratching the stubble on his chin.
"No, nothing."
I let out a breath, hoping he wouldn't recall anything of the ritual or me saving his life. "Maybe it's best you don't remember almost dying."
"Maddie, there's stuff I want to tell you."
He sighed. "I already know. You're sick." I saw the sorrow in his eyes.
"I joined the beta program to test Potera online because I was sick. It would help with the mounting bills and give me some dignity in the last few months of my life."
I felt bile rising up the back of my throat. I didn't want to listen, but I could see he needed to tell me.
"I started off weak, but I became stronger here. Where I could barely walk back home, I could walk and run here."
I hated the thought of him in some place, sick, dying. "Do you know how long you have?" He shook his head.
"I could slip away at any given moment."
I reached for his hand and gripped it tight, leaning my head on his shoulder.
"I didn't want to lead you on," he whispered. "I wanted you to know my time is short."
I tried to stop the tears, but I couldn't. They were silent. It was all I allowed myself. I was sure he felt my sobs, though, as he lifted me up and wrapped an arm around me, and then kissed my cheek. "Shh," he whispered, his gentle kisses moving along my jawline until eventually his lips met mine. Everything around me blurred into just being with him, an emotion so raw. I didn't want this to end.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.